tonight, it's Friday night, and we're venturing off into the unknown in search of the unexplained and all that.
Yep.
Going up to Winchester.
Yes.
And this is a return investigation, a place that we've been to before, where there's been quite a bit of activity, and the activity seems to have kicked up a little bit more.
Yeah.
And we will definitely talk about that a little more once we get there. But we're actually going to be spending the night at this location, wandering around Winchester a bit tomorrow, and then heading out to Roanoke, Virginia for another interesting case involving ghost dogs.
Yes.
Remember these?
No.
You never had these?
I've never had a crybaby. This is terrible.
I don't know why anybody eats that.
Oh.
Came back down here in the basement, set up the REM pod.
That's right.
If I can get a ghost puppy to do this, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. In a few weeks' time, this is going to be the dog pit.
This whole street is haunted. I mean, there are so many spirits that are seen along this strip right in front of us here. So many of these buildings that have ghost stories.
You're about to open a window into the life of a ghost hunter. We'll show you dark, creepy roads that fade into the night. We'll show you haunted places, but most importantly, we'll show you what happens along the way there.
Doing good, doing good. Looking for some stories of the unexplained and unknown. Have you seen anything strange lately?
Yeah.
That's a good copy. We'd love it if you would elaborate.
The shelves are empty at Walmart.
The shelves empty at Walmart, he said.
Ah, that's a good copy. That is strange. Not something you see every day. Well,
That's it.
we're going to Paisano's.
Yes. You can barely see it over
Pasta,
there.
pizza, and more.
Yeah.
I love checking out these little places that we never...
He said something about what people washing their hands.
Say again?
I said people are learning how to wash their hands and clean their houses.
So we're here at Paisano's in Woodstock, Virginia, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it smells pretty good in here. I love the smell when you walk into an Italian food restaurant.
Yeah, Italian always smells good. Yeah. I think it might be the pizzas and stuff that I'm smelling.
Yeah.
Might have to do a pizza.
I could probably do that. I always like to see what the pizzas taste like at various places. I am kind of a
Right.
connoisseur.
I know.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that are a little bit different. We're not really like pepperoni pizza kind of people.
No, yeah.
We like California or margarita pizza, or like pizzas with like strange things on them or odd combinations, you know?
Right, like the Hawaiian pizza and
Yes,
stuff like
yes.
that.
Although I do like pepperoni with pineapple is one of the best things I've ever put in my mouth. Particularly from Domino's for some reason. I always ate it
Really?
like that, yeah.
Talk about exotic pizza, Domino's.
That's right. It's exotic.
So perusing the menu here, we have quite a pizza selection. And this is where we always seem to have a problem deciding what pizza to get. So many decisions, and they all look good. Wouldn't you say?
They do. They all look really good, and I'm trying to decide because there's so many different types. Like they've got this chicken ranch pizza. Then they've got like the grilled chicken bacon barbecue. I like anything that's kind of smoky and barbecue-y flavored. That sounds really good too. And then there's a puttanesca, whatever that is. Mushrooms, capers, black olives, onions, spicy pizza sauce. I know capers are these like little green things, but I'm not sure exactly how they taste. So that kind of scares me a little bit, but I'm willing to try it. But I don't know. I wish sometimes these things were live so we could have the audience make decisions for us. You know, like they could have helped me pick which shoes earlier, and yeah, now I just don't know about the pizza.
So this is the sampler platter. We got some fries, onion rings, jalapeno poppers, fried mushrooms.
And chicken nuggets. Don't forget the
And chicken nuggets. Oh, okay.
Which are very Italian.
I knew there was something else, but I couldn't think of what it was.
They're Italian chicken nuggets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, they're Italian chickens?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a difference.
Go ahead and check out one of these jalapeno poppers. These things are always hot when they first come out. And I guess we're dipping them in this stuff here. What is this?
Marinara.
Ah, marinara. Looks almost like salsa.
Not exactly jalapeno popper sauce.
Mmm.
That's really hot.
That's what it looks like. Got the cheese inside there.
The fries are really good. That's the only thing I've tried so far. Well cooked, I have to say.
Fries are good.
Yeah. There's two kinds of jalapeno poppers that I've had.
The good
One
and the
has
bad?
no. They've all seemed good to me, but one has the cheddar cheese.
Right.
The other one has
Cream cheese.
cream cheese. I like them both. I really do. I like the variety. So.
The cream cheese is my favorite.
Is it?
Oh, by far.
Yeah.
Like the ones they serve at Arby's.
Yeah.
The ones with the blueberry sauce or whatever it is that they serve. Man, bronco berry sauce.
Yeah.
I could drink that shit. That stuff is so good. It's like sweet and spicy, but they have that perfect like combination of spiciness and cheese.
Well, the cream cheese kind of minimizes it a little bit.
Right.
That's why I like it.
It's amazing.
It's like the cheddar kind of emphasizes it a little more. Like the cheddar makes the heat a little more prominent.
Exactly. Yeah. Try their cheese sticks. These are going to be hot and probably burn my mouth, but.
But I like the ones when the cheese is a little stretchy. You know?
It is. And yet not too stretchy. Like you can still snap it off and break it if you're not Jeff. Mind you, he does all this with a beard. Imagine the virus living in
It still has the chicken wrap in it from this morning.
And a little bit of that chicken. What was it that we had last night?
Chicken cacciatore.
Chicken cacciatore, yeah.
A la Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne, our host for the night. He made some awesome chicken cacciatore.
He hooked us up.
And we're sitting there eating this chicken cacciatore at like 3 in the morning, saying people that lead normal lives don't know what they're missing. Chicken cacciatore in the middle of nowhere, Winchester.
Wild rice, collard greens. What was that? Potato chunks in it?
Yeah, I think so. Pretty good though.
Very good. Thank you, Wayne.
So what we have here is a chicken barbecue pizza. It's a lot bigger than I expected.
It is pretty big.
Yeah, that's a 16-inch
Yeah.
pizza.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
And you can have
it's
pizza
all
for a
mine.
while.
Oh wow.
Yeah, look at that.
So-
Oh man.
Look at that.
You can see the steam coming
Oh
off.
man.
I venture to say, piping hot.
I know.
Looks like
It does look piping hot.
There we go.
Yep, there you go.
Plate for you there.
Oh man.
And this one that just came out is the ranch bacon chicken pizza with chopped tomatoes on it. I'm trying to remember without the menu there. Looks pretty
looks
good.
good,
We had to
whatever
get one
it
of
is.
each so we could kind of sample and compare. I gotta say, you're probably the only person I've seen outside of Delaware that dips their pizza in ranch.
Have to.
Yeah,
Outside of
I do that
Delaware?
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't eat pizza without ranch. You can't do it. That's a disservice.
I love pizza with ranch. I didn't think that was necessarily reserved for Delaware.
Right. This is what I'm gonna do.
It's not. I've never seen you dip, but I've eaten pizza with you many times. I've never seen you dip it in ranch.
I used to do it a lot more with that same pepperoni pineapple pizza. I always dip that in ranch.
Huh.
Certain ones are better in ranch than others. Like the California one that we eat. Sometimes that's not necessarily the best, but...
Well, that's strange. I'm just saying, since I left Delaware, I've never seen anybody dip pizza in ranch.
So I just made a calzone.
Nice.
Go ahead. And,
Oh, man, look at that.
Gotta get that obnoxious bite.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Here we go. The ranch hopefully will cool it off a little bit.
Oh, my God.
So it doesn't scar the roof
So it
of your
doesn't
mouth
scar
too
the
bad.
roof. Here we go. Ready?
Oh, man. That's an obnoxious bite.
It's turning pretty red. I think it's probably still a little hot.
So, I'm eager to tear into this pizza here. I haven't eaten since that chicken wrap this morning, as someone mentioned earlier.
Good Lord.
Is that good pizza?
That was good pizza. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
So there you have it. Paisanos.
Paisanos.
And I gotta
Yes.
say, this was a pretty good place, was it
It
not?
really was.
6 thumbs up?
6?
Six.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, 6 thumbs. Paisanos. See the sign in the background? You happen to be coming through Woodstock, Virginia? Stop in there, check it out.
Yeah.
Good people, good pizza, and good potties.
And they told us about a ghost story.
They good potties. Pretty sure that bathroom had coronavirus in it. So, but they gave us some good tips about the paranormal
Yes.
area. So that was pretty cool.
They did.
Do you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Something about the mill.
Yeah, there's a mill near here. What you saw, it starts with a G. Gaithersburg or
No.
Gatorsville? Mill? No, it started... No, it started with G. And but whatever it is, it's a mill that they have transferred, and it's become like a restaurant. And evidently, there's a ghost boy named Frankie in there.
Yeah, Frankie.
So, you know, we think we might have to check that out at some point.
That's what she meant when she said, "Are you going to stop by and see Frankie?"
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't know who Frankie was when she said that, so I just agreed.
Yeah.
I just agreed. But nonetheless, back on the road, delicious pizza. So, we stopped off here at the Lowe's to get some ghost hunting equipment. You may be wondering, what in the world are you going to get at Lowe's that could be used in paranormal investigation? Well,
some paranormal experiences have been attributed to carbon monoxide poisoning. So what we're going to do is get a carbon monoxide detector or a testing kit to see if, for this investigation that we're about to do, and for future investigations, if maybe that's a possibility that the homeowner or the people that are experiencing these things are exposed to carbon monoxide, and that's why they're seeing these paranormal things. So we want to do our due diligence to show, hey, either, you know, they're not exposed to this, so that can kind of rule out some of the skeptics. And also it could help them. Maybe they don't have a carbon monoxide detector and they really are getting poisoned like that. So we're actually doing them a good service.
that's right. And there was actually a scientific journal that had a case of this, where people were seeing ghosts in their house. I think it was back in the 20s.
Yep.
And they were seeing these ghosts in their house, and it turned out they had a faulty furnace, leaking carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
So it's definitely something that should be included in the paranormal investigation kit. I wonder what the bathrooms are like here at Lowe's.
Well, I saw the toilets, but I don't think they...
Yeah, I'm not
They
sure that
don't
would
like
go
it
over
when
big
you
if I
use
use those ones.
have to run out of here real quick.
So they do have a plethora of detectors here. And I think the one we're going to go for is the first alert carbon monoxide alarm. Just pop some batteries in there, carry it around, and see if there's any. Now, if you're actually going to place this in your home, looks like you would put one on every level. But we can go mobile with it, just as
walk
easy.
around
And
with
yeah. see what we can find. I think it'll be handy. We figured, what if the carbon monoxide detector doesn't work?
Yeah.
You know, it's got to be a way to test it.
Mm-hmm.
So without reading the instructions and putting the battery in, I think we're ready to go.
Why does it say April 28, 2019? Is that when it was made, or it expires? We should probably read the manual.
Let's test it.
Yeah,
Hold it up
see.
to the exhaust pipe. Okay, now hypothetically speaking, this thing should be picking up some carbon monoxide right now. Or not.
Or not.
Unless it's not concentrated enough.
Well, I mean, even there's a little bit of smoke with the smoke detector cooking a little bit of bacon, it's going to go off, right?
Yeah.
But when you do tests in silence, it's not. Okay.
Okay.
So it does beep.
There we go.
All right, one more time. Here we go.
One more
Okay.
time just to make
So
sure. All right, it's not
fresh air,
beeping. It's not
fresh
beeping.
air.
And then, oh, there it is. Yes. So
All right.
it works.
It works.
We know that this thing is going to detect carbon
There we
monoxide.
go.
Got to
Hey.
test the equipment before you use it.
There you go. Cool. So I'm going through the voice recorder, just listening to last night's investigation. So far, I haven't really gotten too much, but I just got to the point to where we were doing the spirit box session in the kitchen. So Linda had on the headphones, and only Jeff and I could really communicate with each other, so she could not hear anything that we were saying. She could only hear the spirit box. So Jeff asks, what is the name of the spirit that lives here? And this is what it says.
Is anybody else here? Say your name. Say your name.
To me, it sounds like Richard.
Oh, yeah. I can hear the two syllables, definitely.
Yeah, I'll do it one more time.
Say your name.
Yep. It does sound like Richard.
So
Oh,
I'll keep listening to it and see what else we get.
good.
That's the first thing that I've gotten, really.
We noticed something interesting here at the Pilot. I'm not sure I've seen it before. I definitely haven't had it before.
Look at this. So, it's a Coca-Cola energy drink made with guarana, B vitamins, and caffeine. So that gives you all of the energy right there. 0 calories, so it's healthy for you.
Yes, and 0 sugar.
0 sugar, and it's cherry flavored.
Now-
Here's my prediction. It's not going to taste like cherry. It's going to taste like water came in contact with a cherry. That's what
I
it's going
could
to
see
taste
that.
like.
That's
Probably.
yeah. Because you wonder if it's going to be like you were looking to see if it was seltzer water, like seltzer water type
Yeah.
stuff, or is it actually like?
It's actually going to taste like an energy drink, because I saw carbonated water and I was like, oh, I don't want a seltzer.
Oh,
but,
okay.
But it is. Like, if you look at any other energy drink, it says carbonated water. So
No, I wonder if they have the one that does have sugar, because I noticed like Monster, you got the green and you got the blue, and if I'm not mistaken, the blue one's the one that's sugar free, and it tastes significantly different than the green.
Is that over here anywhere? We also have these buffalo blue cheese combos. Now, Jeff was gracious enough to let me try a couple in the car, and given my own devices, I would probably eat his whole bag. So I've decided to get my own. But these are delicious if you've never had them before. When you bite into it, you taste the blue cheese, you taste the buffalo. It's sort of spicy, but it's so good. Please check this out at your local Pilot Flying J, 7-Eleven, and other
Sheetz.
fine
Yeah.
retailers. Sheetz. Sheetz as
Sheetz
well.
is where we got the one
Sheetz
last
and,
night.
and probably Wawa. So, Coke energy drink and buffalo blue cheese combos.
That sounds.
That's
like
a
good
great
mix.
combo. That's a
Yeah.
good mix.
So there's this ridiculously steep driveway. It's at a 45-degree angle. And frankly, I don't mess around with stuff like that, especially when it's wet. Because when we were up at this cemetery one time, driving up a hill at like 25 miles an hour in the truck, it just went off the road for no reason.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I don't... Will's going to drive it up.
Truck, and it had bald tires.
And yeah, so, all right, Will, see you at the top.
Wait, I'm driving myself?
Yeah.
No one's riding with me?
No, that's...
Car up there.
Okay. Yeah, you're just getting...
I'll see you up there.
Will's our new steep driveway specialist. So whenever we have a steep driveway...
Every ghost investigation group has got to have a driver. Like,
That's right.
for off-roading, for steep hills.
Right.
That's what you need.
Well, I'll tell you, I drove the curves at Hidden Valley.
Yeah.
Winded around up this mountain. Nothing like this driveway.
All right.
This driveway at Coburn was dirt. Nothing like this. Let me tell you what happened, right?
Okay.
I started going up this driveway. Okay, and as I was stepping on the gas, the car was rolling backwards. By the time I gave it enough gas to go forward, the wheel started spinning. So it felt like I was flooring it, but I wasn't. Like when we were rolling backwards, I was stepping on the gas. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I don't.
Well, let him have a go at it.
I think I can do it.
All right.
Have a go. If not, we park it and we walk.
If I can't do it, I'll stop. I'll park it right here and we'll just walk up.
This will probably be a cliffhanger if Will doesn't make it, because we're gonna have to. We're just gonna have to cut it short. Oh yeah, get it? Because it's a cliff. All right, Will. You want your window down so we can hear you?
Yeah, so you can hear me scream as I fall off the side.
Yeah.
All right, let me back this up a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, that's.
I'd rather give myself a heart attack.
And the
by
video doesn't
walking.
do it justice.
No.
Just like that one out in
No,
Coburn.
just like the one in Coburn, it does not do it justice.
I mean,
Well,
picture a 45-degree angle.
Yeah.
This driveway is so steep, the guy said it decreased the value of his house
Oh,
significantly.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it probably did. There's no way you get me up there doing that.
No way. But Will's got it. A little bit of spinning tires. Yeah, see? That's what I don't mess around with right there.
I'm not looking.
That where he's going, that car is not flying. That's the driveway. The camera has not moved down.
I can't believe. I cannot freaking believe. There's no way. There's no way in hell you'd ever get me up that driveway.
No, and I'll tell you what,
in a car.
I'm walking back down that driveway too.
I don't know who's bringing the car down.
It's
but
not
it's
me.
Not gonna be
No.
me. No way.
So I made it. I'm alive.
I
made
heard
it
the
up
wheel
hill.
spin it a couple
It's
times.
been a couple times.
Yeah.
They did lose a little bit of traction.
Yeah.
But you know what? We made it. Everyone's here fine.
Absolutely. And
So.
when we go back down, we'll just come behind you.
Give me a push.
You guys would have a stroke if you drove with me up this, because I do it about 20-25
Oh,
miles.
geez.
I bet.
I do. At this point, I'm just
sure,
like,
once you're used to it,
"Arr,"
yeah.
with my Mustang, yeah. Is a man carrying time on his back.
Oh.
And that's always the way they do the carrying time. But notice the brilliant, vibrant colors that they use. And this is all on
Like goat skin or something?
some sort of animal hide. I'm not
Wow.
certain what it is, but then they burned in the engravement of my name, and when it was done in '03.
Wow.
That's neat.
That is cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and the one over there is actually was my wedding day. put into Mayan hieroglyphics. I am not
That's
married
cool.
anymore.
This is the Mayan calendar right here, right? Is that what
Yes,
this was?
yes, Mayan calendar.
You want to head in there next, Linda?
You what? No, you can go if you want to.
Okay.
I'm kind of like in all of stuff.
This is
You want
neat.
to check the light out? Absolutely.
How long-
Hold on. What did you think of the light?
The light was very interesting. We walked into this area right here. I'm not sure what that room is. Is it
That's
a huge?
my laundry room.
Okay.
It's
And-
huge. But
And the
yeah.
light, like, I couldn't
It's
really
like-
capture it with that camera because it had the IR thing on.
But it's in the very far top corner, but not when you're in there. When the ghosts start displacing that light, it goes up, it goes down.
It does
to the
move.
side, and it moves forward.
Yeah, because when I look at it when the light's on, it looks like there's one light that blinks on and off. But when the lights are off, after a while, it starts to look like there's one blinking down and then one blinking up. And it like moves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a little
weird.
strange. So if you want to see it, we'll go in there. Just stay near me. I'm going to come near the door.
Okay.
Because like I said, they follow me everywhere I go. So the only way I can get it to displace the light is to be directly by the wall of the door. So
Okay.
I just say that because you're going into a dark ass room with
Right.
a complete stranger shutting the door on you
Yeah.
and standing by the door like you ain't getting out, buddy. You know what I mean?
And even if you do get out, you're not getting down the driveway.
Right. I mean, you guys already dealt with my fortress of solitude that you have
It's like the
here,
Alcatraz
so
of Roanoke.
I'm trying to make it so much more easy and relaxed. So let's go ahead.
Yeah, go hang out in the dark room.
Lead the way.
Feel free to mess with the sword if you want. Just
So I think-
chop your hands off.
I think I'll definitely have to take him up on that offer to check out one of these swords, Linda.
Okay, here, let me set my notebook down.
All right, and there is quite a sword collection and a Star Wars collection, as Will noted
Yeah.
earlier.
So which one are you thinking?
I wonder if we got a little more light here. Let me just.
Yeah. Oh, I like the big one in the corner.
That's not the right one. Maybe this one? Nope. Okay. The one I was looking at.
This.
Wow.
I like that.
This thing is like. Can you see that?
That's got.
Let's bring that over here to the
so,
light.
Yeah, it's really dark.
This
Did you
thing
check
is-
these?
Huh?
Did you try those?
I didn't. Nope. Nope. There's one more over here. Nope. There we go.
That's a little better.
Okay. So this sword right here is like Excalibur.
Yeah. Let me step back so I can get the whole thing into view. That thing is huge. Holy crap!
This is quite a sword.
It is.
Jeez, is that blood? No.
Ooh,
There's no
that
blood on
just
there.
freaked me
Meanwhile,
out.
Will's in the dark room.
Yeah. Is it sharp? No, it's just a display sword then. Yeah.
Yeah, it's, and you know, I figured that out at a fairly early age. I got a sword that was from it was a Civil War replica.
Right.
And I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to take this thing camping with me and use it to, you know, cut my paths and protect me from bears and all this
Yeah.
other stuff. But needless to say, it didn't have a sharpened blade on it.
Right.
So I searched all over
For some
calling
other
these
sharp-
hardware stores. And I found a hardware store that would sharpen the sword for me. They had like an axe sharpener guy there.
Right.
And I called him, I was like, can you sharpen a sword? And he was like, what? So they
Did he sharpen it for
They
you?
did. But there was one more sword that I wanted to check out.
What's that?
And that was this one
This
over
one over
here.
here.
You see this?
Yes, that's
This
exactly
one
what I
caught
was
my
looking
eye
at.
right here.
Yes.
And
I
this
agree.
is quite a sword right here. I mean,
It really is. I'm trying to figure out like what
that one's
fairly
that
sharp.
one might be sharpened. I'm not,
see? No,
it's not going to split
it's
hairs,
not.
but it's sharper than the other one.
But just the base of this, the hilt, I guess you call it. And
Yeah.
This metal work. I'm trying to decide like where that would be from.
Isn't that something? Make sure my fingerprints aren't on it.
I know, right? Jeez. Yeah, that
pretty
is
neat.
quite a sword. I like that one.
Yeah, cool stuff.
Yeah, that's a beautiful one.
Assuming it stays like that.
I guess. Huh.
Pretty cool collection. So I'm interested in going up here. Now let me explain what we do, because a lot of people seem to still be confused. We're here recording an episode of the Paranormal Case Files. The video that you'll see in the Gas Grub and Ghosts is kind of in between footage. It's alternate footage. When we're filming with this camera that Linda's holding, we are not filming with the camera that we're using to put together the Paranormal Case Files episode. So you'll see stuff here that you won't see on the Paranormal Case Files. And then after we go through the evidence review and we pull everything together and go over everything from the investigation, record the interview with the gentleman here, we put that together into the episode of the Virginia Paranormal Case Files. So that will be available at a later date. They're coming out. He's coming out alone.
Yes.
Maybe we should run.
The cool thing about this sword is hold it up like this, like you're defending.
Yeah.
If I came with my sword to try to cut your hand, blocked,
It's blocked. I'll be damned.
Blocked.
That's right.
blocked,
Yeah.
blocked. So this
Wow.
weird looking thing that's wrapped around that looks stylistic
Yeah,
is actually
very functional.
That is pretty neat.
That is, and you said it's Spanish. I
Yeah,
was
it's a
wondering about the
replica.
origin.
It's a replica, a great replica of a 14th century Spaniard sword.
Wow,
So
that is beautiful.
my favorite out of all of them is this one. Surprisingly, this one with.
Oh,
Now, you've
Looks
held
Egyptian.
that one.
yeah,
Now hold this one. You'll feel different.
Oh, yeah.
Very balanced.
it is.
Like this one was so heavy, it felt like it's just
In
gonna
the front
fall
end,
out of your
right?
hand.
This one is more heavy in the back end, definitely.
Yeah. So that one. Check this out. Let's try this.
Oh, yeah, I see what
So-
you mean. That one would have fallen forward immediately.
Yeah, this one is balanced enough where
You can usually get it on your finger. Oh, that's pretty nice.
that's a balanced sword. So
Yeah.
that's my favorite, and this one is too combat ready.
Huh?
That's pretty
That is
neat.
cool.
Yeah.
Now, is that Egyptian?
This one.
What is that?
This one, no, it's just the stylistic.
Just the style.
It's actually samurai style, but it's
Oh.
stylistic. Yeah, there's no cobras over there. So I don't know. It was just one of those things that when I picked it up, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Whoever made that sword did a damn good job because it's perfectly weighted.
Right.
You know, you don't want something with such a small hand. Have you?
Yeah, sure.
With
I mean,
such a
for
small
sure.
hand that has so much weight pulling forward
Right.
on it.
Yeah.
You
Now, I'm
know?
interested in that claymore or broadsword, whichever.
Oh,
What
I
the
didn't
judge-
let you-
Yeah.
I didn't let you guys hold this one. Here.
Oh, yeah, let me give that one a hold
That's
here.
the balanced
Yeah.
one.
We like
That is, it is very balanced. Like,
Did you held this one already, right?
you can see like
Yeah,
kind of one
yeah.
finger type of deal where you just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, after holding that, once you
Let's
hold
see.
that, you'll see the difference.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a big difference.
So, if I
Yeah, you
were
have a
to
lot more
grab one of
control.
these for defense, that would be the one I would grab out of all of them.
Yeah, you can
This one's
spin it
probably
around
the
easier and
coolest
stuff like that, you know?
stylistic one.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
This
Oh,
one's probably
yeah.
the coolest stylistic
Yeah.
one. It
Yeah.
has
Wow.
an anaconda wrapped around a dragon,
Huh.
Isn't that neat?
It's pretty neat.
and then they're facing head to head here.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, it's nice and stylistic, but it's not the one I'd be grabbing either.
Because you've got such a variety of different spirits that you've
It's-
spoken of, and
It's crazy.
yeah,
I don't think it's I do think they're part of the landscape of Roanoke, not the house.
right.
I believe I picked them up by bringing my entourage, going to the store, going to places, and ghosts have seen and just kind of moseyed on with the crew,
Right,
and then just
yeah.
joined, because it went from 1 to 2 to 4
Right.
to this group. So it's like the more I collect, the more I go to the store, the more these things are following, and the puppies are the magnets.
Right.
That's what's drawing them. So if I were to say
okay.
anything is drawing these spirits to me, it's the
The
puppies.
puppies.
And it all started with my dog being attached to me because of our relationship.
Right.
You know, I had him since he was 5 weeks old, and
Yeah.
I loved on that dog like nobody's business. He was just, the greatest dog. But it started with him.
Yeah.
Another lonely dog saw him, joined in,
Joined in.
had puppies.
Mm.
The puppies drug the rest of them into the fray. I
Yeah.
don't know that the puppies got Shiny One, the 9-foot tall
Right.
giant.
Not sure
It
where
could
he
be.
came from.
It could be, but I think because he was there before the puppies. So, two grown dogs are not the same attraction as a bunch of little puppies running around that you can just pick up and go, ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, again, I know it sounds crazy as hell. It really does.
That's interesting. We were just talking about 9-foot tall spirits that they saw
Yeah.
out in Winchester.
Yeah. we
Giant
certainly were.
Native American spirits that wander around this one area.
And it could be a Native American spirit. It really could be. It's 9 feet. Looks like a completely different house up here than it is down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the nice part.
That's almost like the basement, isn't it? Like it's literally more like the basement.
We got Will doing the baseline sweep.
It's got its own
He's got the
living room.
tri-field meter
That over there.
and the carbon monoxide detector, putting into practice for the first time.
What, marble?
Yeah, granite, yeah.
Granite, marble, I don't know, one of those things. I love this thing, little.
Oh,
wine
yeah.
glass.
Yeah, the glass on the front of that door is beautiful. How
That's kind of neat. So you don't have to touch it, you just have to get near it, see?
Yeah.
You don't even need to touch it if you're scared. Just get near it, see?
Can you try telling us why you're here?
Why are you following Brian?
Can you please stop having the puppies on my finger?
The one that Ryan calls Jack. Where did you come from? How did you come to be in this house with Ryan?
Have a bunch of ghosts with you. Oh, here's another one in the bed. You feel it?
Not yet. My right foot has been tingly this whole time.
You feel right to your arm? Here's another one.
Huh.
You feeling?
Yeah, my foot is really tingly.
And just walked over the top of you. It's the weirdest feeling, that vibration when they come close to you.
So, when we were laying in the bed, I wasn't long into it that I felt what felt like a hand kind of pushed down on the bed to my right foot, which at first I opened my eyes to see if Jeff was pressing on the bed, which he wasn't. But I felt it. I felt the bed go down, and at the same time that he was like, "Yeah, did you feel that?" So I did. I felt the bed go down underneath my foot. He didn't move. I didn't move. Jeff didn't push down on it. And then with my eyes closed, occasionally I could see like a light to the left of Jeff from where I was looking. There was a ball of light, sort of like how we saw in the trees at the past investigation. And then as soon as that happened, the REM pod immediately went off. So I thought that was really, really interesting. Also on top of that, every once in a while I saw like what looked like, with your eyes closed, it was like a hand passed in between my face and the light of your camera. I could clearly see the light change. That happened on occasion. But other than that, I couldn't necessarily see the shiny one. Shiny one. I could not see shiny one above the ceiling, or a black apparition next to the window. I could not see that. But with my eyes closed, I saw that light go by you. I saw a hand go in front of my face, and I felt the bed press down.
It was interesting that the REM pod's been sitting in that same position since we got upstairs here, and it hasn't gone off, for the exception of when they were talking about increased activity on the bed. They were talking about feeling something sit on the bed, a flash of light, and immediately this REM pod goes off. And it went off like twice, and then it hasn't gone off since then. So what is causing this REM pod to go off? There's something there that wasn't there before. But I have this idea of how we're going to kind of increase Will's psychic abilities, if you will. He's laying in the bed there and trying to open himself up a little more to seeing these spirits and to feeling them around. Perhaps we try the Gainesfield experiment. sensory deprivation. But with this, it's kind of twofold, because perhaps it'll increase Will's feelings, but at the same time, whatever spirits may be there, they may not feel quite as intimidated.
Right.
Because he can't see them, he can't hear them, he can only feel them. And we can let them know that in hopes that they perhaps will be more likely to interact with them. So we'll go downstairs, we'll get the blindfold, we'll get the rope, and we'll come back upstairs.
The rope?
That was like,
the rope for?
what the hell?
That's why we went to Lowe's.
Here I was worried about y'all thinking I was going to murder you. You going to murder each other? Get the rope.
Still recording.
You guys got a blooper reel that you put those in?
No, they just go in the regular videos.
What else will be interesting this time is like Will said, he'll be completely unbiased. He won't hear us. So this time, what I'm looking to see is perhaps, because I remember when he did this the last time, he would say the right side of me, I feel this tingle. So we need to see if that kind of correlates with where the spirit is. When you say, you know, hey, it's to your right, he won't hear you this time. But if you say that and at the same time he's like, hey, my right hand is tingling, then we know that that's something there, most likely.
And I will ask, hey, my hand is up, you know, suckle on one of my hands and I'll tell you which one I feel, that kind of thing.
Good. If they can suckle on you, I've had 4.5 months of it. You can have the rest of the time.
Do some suckling, huh?
Yeah, you really don't want it, man, because once a spirit attaches itself to you, it's a permanent fixture unless you figure out a way to, you know, empty the house. So
see if we can think of something to bring Jack in there too.
Okay.
Well, all you got to do is get Jack's dog.
Don't get him.
Jack's dog suckles on his finger. It's a package deal. They each have their own favorites.
All right, well, let's make sure Jack's dog stays away from here.
Yeah.
I was interested. I was wondering what they would do with her in the bed, since the guys are a lot more aggressive. The females, they did get in the bed, and by the way, they were around you quite a bit. They were really interested in who you were. A new man in the house. Let's check this out. And the guys were very abrupt to take them out of the bed before they even got too close. I mean, they'd be hovering and coming down. All of a sudden, you just see the spirit body gets just dragged out of the air. I don't know, maybe I'm a hypersensitive after all these years, but I see a lot more clarity for me when I'm in the bed. I can see some facial features, some clothing, some, you know, body shape and those things. That's how I've named these people, from unfortunate things I've seen and
unfortunate
and fortunate stuff. Annabelle's dancing is gorgeous. I mean, she just spins around like a top, and her dress kind of spreads out a little bit, but she's just spinning around like a top, and then she goes down, and then the dress kind of comes down when she's done. It's pretty. There's another one that likes to, it's a shirt, shawl, or blanket around her back that she'll open it up and just come down over the top of you, and everything over you, all the light disappears as that blanket comes over your head.
Oh, that's freaky.
Yeah, that's not...
It's like Mothman coming at you.
Yeah, exactly. That's not quite as fun as the others, but they are a little frisky.
Yeah.
Both male and female. You know, they don't like me that much anymore after I thrown some puppies out the window. That's a different story, guys. If we get a lot of stuff on video and everybody believes, then we'll get into some of the crazier stories.
You're gonna have PETA after you about throwing ghost puppies out the window.
Because this bed, it's not like, you know, if I'm pushing down over here, it's not the same.
I feel like I need a cigarette now.
I got molested.
We got the K2 meter going off here again.
Yeah.
There was a woman over the top of you, dude. She was, and I even said it on the film, I was like, he's getting molested. And I thought you would, dude.
So there was There was multiple times where it felt like you were moving the whole time.
I wasn't.
It did. It felt like he kept moving, and I was like, "Dang!" But now I'm not going to feel the bed move.
No,
Really?
that
Yeah,
was
there
not
was
me.
only once or twice when he moved, but it was only to like move an arm or say, "Hey, there's
Yeah,
something over
he was
there."
still-
No, it felt like you were moving
The whole
constantly.
time. I thought you were shifting
Yeah.
around.
It
No,
felt like he was moving
no,
constantly.
it
Yeah.
was puppies and people climbing in and out of
And
the
what's
bed.
funny is it was all on my right side, but I didn't want to feel biased and be like, well, last time it was on my right
Yeah.
side.
No,
So I
it
don't
was
wanna-
right through here. You
Yeah.
had two people lay in the bed between us.
I had a couple times where at first it was at my feet, and then it wasn't at my feet anymore. It was like from my knee to here is where like I felt it. And then not to get graphic, but I felt it like from here to here.
Yeah.
I felt pressure, and then like I was saying, like it felt like they were like playing with my beard.
Yeah.
Like I could feel like everything that wasn't covered by the mask, I could feel like they were playing with it. And like touching it.
That's weird.
You also had some puppies running around on your face too.
Yeah,
a couple
because it
times.
looked like maybe a tail wagging in
Yeah.
front of my face. Because it felt like something was being blocked out, but it was like quick like that. And so like I wouldn't imagine it'd be a hand; it'd be like a tail.
Yeah.
No,
something like that.
You had a wagging butt in front of you, I think. I've never invited them into the shower.
Well, Ryan, he told us that you like the shower, so
They do. I love the shower.
Will's in there and hopes that you might be able to join him.
Will is actually getting some company right now. There's
Will can't see you and he can't hear you. But if you touch him, he should be able to feel it.
trying to push somebody in there. I did.
Also, this little device with the light on it. If you come near that, it may light up and let us know that you're here.
It feels like there's someone in front of me.
They actually got their legs wrapped around him.
Can you reach out and touch Will's left elbow?
Yeah, he's starting to get some activity in there. There's 3 people. And see Jack there. See where he is now with
Jack, if you want to come and get in the
The
shower
way
with...
that the water is hitting my feet, it makes it feel like I'm at the beach, like I was saying before.
Jack, if you're here, come and get in the shower with Will.
He does not mind if you get in the shower with him and have fun. Just be yourself in there.
Well, alright, I'm kind of scared this time because the road is wet. So, of course I'm going to be riding the brake the whole way, but the brakes are going to be squealing, the tires are going to be squealing. So y'all are going to be down at the bottom of the hill and you're just going to see the lights just kind of disappear as I go over the edge.
I think we'll stay at the top and walk behind you.
I think I should be fine. I'll be fine.
So the car comes down and hits
I'll
us.
make it.
That's a good idea.
This does not. Well, we were saying down there. This video does not put it in perspective.
No,
This
it does
driveway.
not. Yeah.
No, the videos and pictures never do it justice.
Right.
It doesn't look that bad from pictures and video.
Yeah. Nowhere near.
It doesn't show how brutal and how unforgiving a mistress my driveway is. You better be sweet and slow with her, because if you try anything fast and loose, she'll smack you to the curb.
Don't get smacked
All
to
right,
the curb,
I
bro.
won't do anything fast and loose.
Yeah, gentle.
Good luck.
I hope you don't take any of the girls home with you. Or better yet, Jack.
Yeah.
He does wreck then. You had a blooper video too.
That's true. That's true. Now this will go in the.
All right, so now I'm down to S, and I just did 1.
Yeah.
He looks paranoid too.
Oh, God.
Keep your foot near the brake. Do not use the gas. Oh, his sphincter is
Yeah.
involuntary sphincter clenching. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh no. I remember how scary this used to be to me at one point.
Yeah, that thing's no joke.
If y'all saw me drive this thing, you guys would be like, no, fucking.
I guess, yeah, and I told him, I said, after you're used to it, it's probably
It means
fine.
nothing. Yeah, it's nothing, but man, you got to get used to it.
Right.
The first time I came up, I was with my daughter, and she
Oh,
picked this
God.
house out, and we were going up. And
Oh,
I was like, what the fuck are we? I felt like I was in a spaceship.
There it is.
All right, so we made it.
There it is.
Oh, nice.
We made it. I made it
Nice.
down the hill. So look, there's a stick right here. I broke it.
Oh, yeah.
My tire hit it, and I lost all
man.
traction.
I imagine that caused a little slide. So scary going down the hill.
Yeah, my sphincter closed. As Ryan would say.
Involuntarily.
Involuntarily sphincter closing. That's what happened.
Jeez.
We maybe need to get that on a shirt.